Now, the University of Michigan's football department is in shambles right now. And it's because Shiron Moore decided that he wanted to stick his you-know-what in some Pilgrim pudding.
And here at home, a shock in the world of college football. The University of Michigan head coach, Shiron Moore, has been fired for having what the school calls an inappropriate relationship with the staffer. A few hours later, police took Moore into custody after reports of an alleged assault investigation. Jerika Duncan has more.
That was the last time Shiron Moore entered the big house, leading a pack of Wolverines as the University of Michigan's head coach. This morning, he is behind bars and out of that job. On Wednesday, the school's athletic director says they terminated the 39-year-old with cause after he, quote, engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Hours later, police told CBS Detroit the coach was detained earlier in the day near Michigan Stadium. He was then arrested and booked into jail. According to ESPN, he's a suspect in an alleged assault. However, no charges have been filed yet. The investigation into Moore began last month, according to CBS Sports.
One of the ongoing looming questions that will hang over Michigan is, when did athletic director Ward Manuel know, and why did he not make earlier decisive action?
The sudden ending of Moore's career comes after he spent 2 years as head coach, taking over for Jim Harbaugh. The Wolverines won the 2023 national championship. But this year, Moore faced a 2-game suspension for his role in the school's sprawling sign-stealing scandal that has loomed over college football's winningest program for nearly 2 years.
It's been an unbelievable period of success with that national championship, but also an unbelievable period of scandal and drama with Michigan football. And Michigan as a program typically is above that. It's a Michigan man. It has a certain connotation. And I think that has been really damaged by the behavior of Shiron Moore.
Yeah, Shiron Moore was under a 5-year contract with a salary of $5.5 million. But according to the terms of his deal, the school will not have to buy him out as he was fired for cause. And of course, we have reached out to Moore and have not heard back. Tony?
Now, apparently there have been rumors dating back to July that Shiron Moore was having an inappropriate relationship with his executive assistant, Paige Shivers. Now, I know y'all are sitting here wondering what the hell was inappropriate about this. He's 39, Paige Shivers is 32. They're both consenting adults. Yes, he was cheating on his wife. That's inappropriate. But it's not inappropriate to cheat on your wife at the University of Michigan. If that's the case, the whole football department probably would be gone. Now, apparently it is against the rules of the University of Michigan for 2 employees to be messing with each other. So when the university had some type of inkling that there may be an inappropriate relationship between the coach and his assistant, they asked him about it in July, and apparently they were on one accord and they both said, no, this is not happening. These are just rumors. Y'all don't know what you guys are talking about. But it sounds like a change of heart came into play just yesterday. Well, apparently Paige Shivers paid the athletic director, Ward Manuel, a visit. And she came with not only allegations, she came with receipts. Apparently, Shiron Moore was involved with this woman, Paige, to the point where she got pregnant and he forced her to get an abortion. That man got a wife and 3 kids at home, 3 daughters at that. That man said, no. We going to the clinic. Now, maybe Paige didn't like that. She's sitting at home crying. She's 32. She's already starting to have a ticking time clock. She probably wants to get married and have kids, but he's making her getting abortions. He even tried to cover it up by giving her a promotion. She went from $58,000 to $90,000. That's a 56% increase in her salary. She's thinking, yeah, the money's cool, but what could have been? What could have been? Rubbing her tummy. She's got to come to work, set little nice dates and all type of assistant shit for his wife. Oh, send my wife some flowers. Do this, do this, do this. She has to see 3 beautiful little girls. He has a nice looking I ain't gonna say nice. She has a wife that she can envision she could have been. Maybe that was all the motive for her to just go to the athletic director and say, hey, listen, I got proof that this man has had an inappropriate relationship with me. Or another play that came out was that Shiron Moore was incredibly obsessed with this woman to the point where he stalked her for months. And it came out on the 911 call, and we'll get to that. But first, let's talk what happens after she brings the receipts that they've been in some kind of inappropriate form of a relationship that goes against the University of Michigan's rules. Athletic Director Ward Manuel calls Shiron to his office and he fires him. He fires him just mano a mano, just me and you. Usually when you're firing somebody, especially within this caliber, people have security with them, or they may have another person in the room as a witness. But no, Ward Manuel just fired him by himself. Now, that was suspicious because people were saying that Ward Manuel had been known about this affair. He been knew that this was going on. And the University of Michigan didn't like that. You know what? So much so that they let him go. You see what happened when you a black man trying to cover for the other black man? Listen, y'all are not about to play brother to brother in our white institution, brother. How about you get your bags and you get your bags for covering for him? And how about y'all cover your ass when you get home and tell your wives that you got fired at our good old institution, boy? So Shiron Moore actually took that advice. He went home and he told his wife, I'm assuming, yo, I lost my job, fucking around with this little freak. Listen, she means nothing to me. She's out here saying that I'm stalking her and that I'm doing this. Listen, baby, we're gonna make it through this. And she said, make it through? You lost your job? I don't even feel that attracted to you. I never really liked you like that. You had money and now you don't. And Shamor went crazy. That's how I'm picturing it. That's how I'm picturing everything going down. Shiron would end up leaving the house after telling his wife he's gonna hurt himself. So Shiron went across town to Ann Arbor to go confront the woman that he's been alleged stalking, Paige Shivers. Now, he doesn't help out with this whole stalking thing because he allegedly broke into her house. Some said he kicked the door down. I don't know how he got in there, but he broke in there. He ended up picking up a knife and he told Paige, I'm gonna kill myself after I kill you. We both going down for this if I'm going down. I done lost too much fucking around with you. Clearly he was in straight crash out mode. Listen, people like him, they probably come from crazy situations. He got his millions of dollars and now it's all gone. Everything you worked hard for is gone that fast because you loved the vagina on that woman who wasn't your woman. Well, somehow he wouldn't end up killing this woman and he would leave. He said, you know what? She's not worth it. Let me go back home. But his wife, concerned about his mental health, already called the police. She had his location. The police intercepted him at a church and he is now sitting in a jail in protective custody, isolated, talking to people about his mental health. Now, I do not know if they're gonna press charges or not. They said they're pending. We shall wait and see. But this man just turned a shit situation into diarrhea. As promised, here is a partial part of the 911 call, and you can hear a man saying that he's in there with her and he has been stalking her for months.
280 Ann Arbor Lane, 3280 Ann Arbor Lane. Subject just called the caller, told her there's a male at the location in the house attacking her. The state's been stalking her for months. In the house attacking her. The state's been stalking her for months.
This is exactly why tender dick niggas can't be no peas, man. You can't be no player and trying to do player shit when you tender about everybody that you hit. Why is you tender over your side? Why do you have a side, man? You're putting yourself in jeopardy over millions of dollars. Now, to add on top of the worst week ever that he is having, the fans and the internet has went and they started investigating, and they're claiming that Shiron Moore was out here cheating in plain sight. I don't know how true that is. They're showing that from his own personal page, right? That he's been following nothing but Instagram models, OnlyFans models and whatnot. And they've noticed that when they went to some of these women's pages, that they were randomly at Michigan games. Hey man, maybe they were just big supporters of the program and he just wanted to show them love by following them back. Now to all the young men out there, let this be a lesson learned. You don't have to put yourself through this because we've already seen it. We saw it with Shannon Sharp. We're seeing it right now with Shiron Moore, man. Listen, the flesh can be weak. Do not ruin your career over lust because somebody put some good cooch on you. Michigan made these rules for this very reason right here. They did not want this type of situation when you have people that are dating and working hand to hand on a daily basis. And this is the results you get. I'm so lucky that the field that I'm in, hardly any women work in there. It's usually only men that I work with, and it's smooth. We come in, we do our job, we joke, we talk about sports, and we get the hell on. There are no HR department reports of sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, sexual assault. I'm being stalked. The best thing you can do as a man is watch who you work with. Especially if he's the one that's picking who his assistant is, man. He should have got him an old little white lady, man. He should have got somebody who he was least attracted. He should have got a black woman because clearly he ain't attracted to those. Yeah. All I'm saying is you got to control yourself. And it seems like maybe because Shiron started getting a little money on that he never got before, that he had to experience him a HO. Yeah, he had to get him He had to experience OnlyFans girls. He was fulfilling his wildest fantasies, living a double life. Well, guess what? Not only did you let your kids down, and I say kids, I'm talking about in the football department. Yeah, all those young brothers that came there because of you, you let them down. They're disappointed in you. So you probably ruined the program for the next couple years. I'm even hearing that the young quarterback is about to get out of town. So you let them down. You let your wife down. She probably gonna divorce you. You probably gonna have to pay alimony with that. You probably gonna have to pay child support with that. You probably gonna have to spend money on this case that you're about to have. On top of that, you just lost out on millions of dollars. On top of that, you already know homegirl is gonna sue the pants off of you. And actually, your reaction just made her lawsuit that much stronger. You went over there and kicked in the door and waved the fofo. You talking about you gonna kill her? Oh my goodness, bro. You might as well settle out of court and then just prepare to go move somewhere else, my boy. Get a new field because football is done for you. What you need to do is you need to scout talent, train kids. That's where you're headed now. Man, it's like Kendrick Lamar said, man, you're better off having one woman because shit can get tricky these days. And that's exactly what this is, man. Children, as you see, you got to have dick discipline. IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
It's him.